Hey, so welcome back to the Deadman run. I did sleep for a few hours, only about half rested. Drank a ruined soda just to get a little bit of calories because we run out. But yeah, I'm got the orange gun out. Gonna put my head out here and see if there's a bear at all. It's terribly cold. I really need to end up going up Bear Creek and trying to get some cattails. The weather is really cold. There's two wolves out there to accompany that deer. I think we're going to have to warm up a tiny bit just in one of these rooms for just a little bit more. We could probably worth our while getting a little bit more sleep for an hour and hopefully the weather holds. Is it any warmer? It is not any warmer at all, but here's most of that cold wind. And if so, which direction is it coming from? It's only 2 down if I'm out of the wind. Oh, I've got a couple of rocks. Probably check what we got for. We got a bit of fire stuff, so we can make a fire in a hurry. Now, I gotta confess, I don't normally come along the road this way. Kinda, I'd be tempted to take out that deer, except I think we still got a bunch of deer meat in a few places. Now, where is our friend Mr. Bear? I don't really want to sprint too much because the exhaustion will come along quickly. There's a rabbit there. Gout will really warm up inside this car. -7, so don't even need to bother about the note. Some extra wood matches. Alright, how are we off for torches? A 36% torch. This is partly just for extra tiny bit of warmth, and we'll try and light a fire with it very shortly. Warm up with another tea, etc. What I'm really coming this way for really is trying to get some cattails so I've got something for travel food. But if I eat the travel food, just keeping my wit here because there's potential wolves. Now, should I make the fire now or take the condition hit? Like, I should take my own advice. I'll give someone else and make the fire. I should probably do something like kill the rabbit and have the rabbit as the food. There are not as many cattails here as I would have wanted. Do I see a bear sleeping over there? I think I see a sleeping bear. Like that bear is asleep in his cave. Oh man, it's so tempting to take a shot at him, but I didn't even know you could find them asleep in their cave. But yeah, there he was, just lying there having a sleep. Alright. Oh, there was even a cattail right here I probably should think about getting. No, he's waking up. I hear him waking up. He is well and truly waking up. We're just going to hurry along. Unless he teleported out of there. Which has been known to happen. I have some bear teleportation problems. I don't think I've ever been up this bit. So there's still some more cattails on that route. But I probably need to get inside and warm up and stop having so much condition loss. Now I've left the meat on this deer before. Probably should have thought about using the accelerant. So that that deer might come and spoil our party just a little bit. Do I bother with that fur? I don't think we're going to get over the ambient temperature here, especially once I put this torch out. I'm just going to have to bite the bullet, put that fur on, take my own advice and get the orange gun out. Ooh, 0.9. And we get it. Can I make... Yeah, I'll make a warm birch bark. So how many cattails did I get? Not very many, and I'm going to eat one now so I can keep my well-fed bonus. This has not really worked out as a great exercise in collecting cattails. And getting too far from that fire is going to be not a great exercise in getting warm. Drink the hot tea. "27 minutes, 3 hours on the fire." And it's about to blizzard and blow that fire out. Any more cattails within shot of here, but without being right next to the bear. I hear him. Oop, get up. Sprint. Sprint away. I got a couple more. I think I've squandered a piece of fur on this fire. Oh, wind has died off a little bit. I wish I could get out of the wind just a little bit more to make this work. I really want to get a couple more torches out of this before it gets blown so I can get some of my fuel back. Like that's gone now, I think. That's actually blown. I can't pull anything off that. We'll pick that up and we're gonna hightail it up into here. At least it's the tailwind. Alright. Did we leave ourselves anything interesting here? Not at all. Okay. So we'll drink some water. Still got our restore condition. And we'll just sleep for... I think we'll sleep for 2 hours. Could tear down cloth and stuff, but I think we'll just sleep for another one and see if the blizzard blows itself out. Shame about losing all that fuel. Got eight cattails, and I really want to keep them now. And so if we lose our well-fed bonus, we're actually kind of light, so we might end up having to do that. Really didn't pay off greatly there. Sleep for 1 more hour. Still no reprieve on the wind. Be too well rested, so I'm still considering trying to duck into the ravine and pick up the guts we left behind and see if the birch bark is renewed. But that kind of relies on having some half decent weather. How long is left in that day? Not much. I don't think it will let us read another hour on that, unfortunately. Now, what other ridiculous things are we holding? How full is that? That's mostly full, which is good. Past time instead of sleeping, but this is not working in my favor, and we will get hungry before too long. Because the other thing is there should still be a little bit of meat left up there in the entrance to this zone, but I have no idea what condition it is still in. We can sleep for another 3 hours and see if the blizzard at least blows itself out. Still sounds windy. Shockingly windy. Hello, spooky owl. Sort of hoping I might see the rabbits that live around here running around, ready to help me with my upcoming food predicament. Now, 5 sticks and some coal. That's what we're packing. Somewhere in here, I thought there was a chair still to go with the table. Can break it down. Take 169 calories. We have 340. But we might need it. Oh, sorry, just hitting the wrong buttons. Or 110 calories. With the hatchet. Ah, the hatchet takes the light, that's why I wasn't going to do it. I'll have to eat one of our precious cattails. Not actually an aurora. Just trying to see if I can see a rabbit. Felt like I heard one for a second. See, sometimes they're just playing around down here in this this creek bed. But not today. Or up that rise. Yep. I do have one more of these teas, but I really prefer it to be hot when I drink it to get the best benefit out of it. So we're down to 110 calories. Just gonna have to eat one of them. Sleep for 1 hour and see if the rabbits turn up. Otherwise we might be losing our well-fed bonus just because... Oh, because it wants to blizzard us in here constantly. Why am I stuck on the bed? Oh, because I'm facing the wrong way. Hello, rabbit. Anybody got a rabbit? Well, I think what I'm going to bank on is sleeping now, letting the well-fed bonus go, waking up in the morning, the day being fine, heading back to the ravine, picking up our stuff, getting more birch bark, so using that to be able to get back the condition we lose from being hungry. So I'm actually just going to sleep for, hang on, we are, yeah. I'm going to sleep for 5 hours. We will lose some condition to the hunger. Maybe 3 or 4% or something like that, I would hope. Inspired, well fed. Still ridiculously cold. Feels like minus 26. Still no rabbits to be seen. I'll see what happens if I run over here a little bit. And then turn around and come back, because sometimes that makes them happen. It is well cold. No rabbits to be found. They were just hanging over there by the campground. Oh boy. So I think we need to do something productive while we're hungry in here, just for a little while. I mean, we could chop that down. We won't lose the calories. What do we reckon we lose? 1% per hour? I'm trying to see where I reckon that is at. Well, if I was ever going to chop it down, it should probably be now. Yeah, I think we lost a couple of percent. Oh hey! Sounds like the blizzard wants to come back. It's even colder than it was when I got up this morning. What is it out of the wind? Are we even out of the wind? It's pretty cold still. All I want is a small break in the weather to get up to the food I have up there. Head to the ravine. Okay. We are a little bit overweight, so we'll also drop 2 of those. And we're also going to sleep for an hour. See if the weather goes away. It's not going away. Sleep for another 2. Still losing condition. Some of my other Deadman runs, this place really trapped me in here too. Alright, sounds like the wind is dying off. Oh, I've also gone through a bunch of water. We had like 2.5 litres when we came in here, and now we're down to dregs. Still 3 down, but hoping out of the wind it's a little bit more civilized. Pretty sure we already cleaned up all the cattails down through there. So the other thing I saw on when Turkey got well-fed bonus, that he got an immediate 5% boost that got him out of redlining. So I was thinking there's potential tactic in getting well-fed, then letting it drop, then getting it back 3 days later and getting another 5%. Like, there's a way to creep up on Deadman. Like, there's kind of a tactic in that. Maybe, probably. Oh hey, stop jerking out on that thing. Now we're not holding anything ridiculous, are we? No, the wind is now coming straight out of that tunnel. Now, maybe we actually ate all our food. I had, no, there it is, it pops in. Now, what condition is it in? Gamey venison cooked. 68% condition. Actually, let's just drop it and eat it right now. And now we will, why not bring it all with us? Take it back to its home. Alright, so, what are we now? Minus 14. Do I bother getting the lantern out just to... And that snow is damn bright. Ah, you know what? Okay. You all know what I did. I don't need to tell you. Amateur mistake. I could lie and pretend that I was trying to get the warmth off the torch while we lit this, but it would just be a lie. Now, how much can I can't even have that drop that from there. We are on 0, so hey, let's add 2 sticks. Why not cook that? That's fine. You want to drop it somewhere where it's green and still warming. And we're going to cook another one. Oh, that's right. How about we make another ½ liter there while I think of it. I'm still getting slightly warm, so I'm actually going to cook a coffee so we've got one on us. Oh hey, did I pick up that I'll keep you warm too. And we're actually low on torches, so we need to take some torches from this again when we go to leave. Let's just crank the heat so we can go sooner rather than later. And how are we off? So we got 0.8 of a liter. Cook another one of those. Almost be tempted to get the bedroll out, but maybe we'll just do something like so I think the wind has changed direction and wants to blow out our fire. So I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to drink one of those right now to get extra warmth back out of it. I am actually going to start taking some torches, especially the good ones. At least I got a couple. We're not blown yet. Still not blown, but we'll be heading into an insufferable headwind. Cook one more birch bark. Maybe we will... one more half litre. Weather has been pretty insufferable, so we've dropped some conditioning stuff pretty quickly. We're up at 18 degrees and, you know, it's actually... yeah, they were up around 80 odd something % the other day, and so now they're down to 75 just from running around in them, so... and it dies pretty quick. So if we're positive 7 and this is like 16... must be like not that cold actually out of the wind, but in the wind I'm assuming it's pretty bad. Just trying to wait the last possible minute. Get as much heat as we can. Alright, we're probably about as warm as we're going to get, but we have moved, so the torches might not be as good. We are also heavy, but there's nothing we can really do about that. These will probably likely just get turned into sticks later. I think I'm just going to take this as my cue to go. Yeah, so that's blown. It's also a shocking headwind. No, we're actually getting a little bit of side wind. -8. Which is bearable. A long way to go for some cured guts and some birch bark. I wonder if I left anything in the dam as well. That's interesting question. I've never really tried mountain goating off the side of this thing. I've seen some people do some crazy stuff somewhere along the line, but I've never giving it a try myself. Alright, let's hug this rock wall. So now I'm kind of in two minds about, you know, we have the wolf. I wasn't going to go other places without having that wolf coat, but that's still, you know, good 5 days away, and it's probably stupid to go and try and head into Broken Railroad and Hush River Valley without a wolf coat. So by the time you get back to Mystery Lake, you're kind of halfway there. We still haven't been to the Quonset, but this journey here is a lot longer than you normally remember. And we kind of picked it, you know, we picked it clean of all the easy to get food. So just really that some birch bark, and hopefully the rabbits have respawned and the deer has respawned. So food should be relatively abundant. Let's just have that out in case we want to throw it at some birch bark. Or a stick. Like I said. So did I miss some extra birch bark? Just, oh yeah, there's one. Yeah, let's... Alright. That was ridiculous having that out. I knew it. I thought there'd just be a rabbit just hopping around though. So there's a few more pieces. I wasn't counting, but it's either 4 or 6 pieces, or 4 or 5 pieces or something that I picked up. So there's a good potential 10%. So yeah, this is what I was coming back to look for. And there's some more coal. I don't know if I dropped that there, if that's the respawn coal. It might be the respawn coal. But yeah, all this cured gut is going to be a key part of our crafting from here. Okay, so what could or should I drop? Probably. I guess a tiny piece. I'm not sure why I bothered. That would have been a good bait piece. Might as well. And that's a small piece as well. Okay, so we didn't have as much good meat as I hoped we did. While we warm up, let's think about this. Must have just been the 4 pieces, which means now we've got 2 more we can drink. 5, 10, about 20%. We still have our stims. That leaves us in pretty good stead. Now, do I go across the way and try and hunt well, now that I'm warm, do I just hightail it back with all this stuff? If there are rabbits right here, I'd cook them up and then just hightail it back. But they weren't really here. The rabbits have really buggered off. Which means they're probably all living over the other side. Hello, high winds. Seriously, 0 rabbits. And there's so much birch bark over the other side, I'd be mad not to try and get over there. Which means we probably are killing a deer. Which means we are probably spending a few more days in the ravine before we head back. Which means it's kind of pointless me picking up all that stuff yet. And in fact, what can we drop to make this? Oh, nothing to pry bar in the ravine. Can't make. They should have left so much of this back in the coal mine. I mean, there's a kilogram of cloth, but now this is below that, I will consider repairing it and hope that the wind dies down. 93, 86, 87, 83, come on, you take 53 minutes to repair. And you take 26 minutes to repair. Okay, so that's the wind. How are we off for weight? Still heavy. Don't think I'm really going to get much. Oh yeah, that's right. We picked up all that free fuel. Alright, we would be underweight if we were well rested. But yeah, we're going to go across the way, load up on some more birch bark, kill a deer or some rabbits, not sure. Probably being super convoluted about this whole process. But yeah, I don't think we've outrun the cold turning of the world. Yeah, we haven't got our stuff crafted in time. Come on, just wiggle your way up onto this thing. Come on, I haven't got time for this shenanigans. Damn it. Or this shenanigans of that bit. think I saw a piece of birch bark. I also see a rabbit. No, we won't be doing that with the bow and arrow. Hello, dinner. Right. Can't dally too much. Yeah, that rabbit's backup dinner. Well, I think, you know, to be honest, I think we have to eat that rabbit, because by the time we hunted a deer and got a good enough fire and took the meat off, we would be hungry again anyway. Okay. Quite a lot of birch bark here. Birch bark central. So that in theory will be a lot of our warming teas for a while. So haven't heard the deer yet. So it feels like the deer haven't been around. It's just the one rabbit. Pretty sure we already cleaned out the cattails. At this rate, all our calories might be coming from birch bark tea. So thankfully it's actually been not a horribly cold day in here. But, you know, we don't know what's in store for us for the night. Well, we do know what's in store for us for the night. It's going to be there's a 90% chance of blizzard. The weatherman has spoken. Okay, so I left some fuel here. That was great. I'm pretty sure we must have read that. Yeah, we did. Okay, so drop those. We'll actually I will drop the rabbit too. Not on the sticks. That was yeah, let's pick up the sticks up that we just threw down, just so we can do that. I was gonna say I actually prefer harvesting them off the ground. Yeah, can I just do what I should have done earlier? And can I get? No, I can't even get him. Can't get a mag lens file. Oh well. Trying to be sensible. There's plenty of matches. I think we've even got a whole bunch in some lockers in the mine. Alright, so while I think of this, got a little bit of water. Speaking of water, just drink some. Get the last bit of that off. Minutes until that. Now, is it worth... Oh, might as well while I'm waiting for it to go. Is it worth doing this? It should be, because you never know when you're going to need it. Won't do that for the moment. I'm just going to take a torch. It's probably too windy. It's probably too cold. Shouldn't run. It will just burn up the calories too quickly. Comes the dramatic music and the wind. And the exhaustion. There's the deer. Right, so are they going to do that thing where they come back at me? They are. Oh, he zigged when he should have zagged. Come back at me. Ooh. I've done that thing where I made the horrible noise. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's when I draw the bow and you cancel out and it makes a weird noise. Maybe if I put it away. Oh. Thank goodness. I'm probably going to try and freeze to death trying this damn thing, aren't I? Now, all I want him to do is run this way a bit. They seem to have some good luck with that. They tend to moonwalk in here. Don't run the other way. I want you to run this way. Damn. Okay. I don't mind getting him on the run if they then... Oh look, now you're just asking for it. Yeah, you see? You're gonna moonwalk. But now it's super windy, so can't get any of that. Why can't you die somewhere sheltered? Like, there's just no way I can be sheltered for that. I bet it is. I'll go in and get warm. If I come back out here and then start a fire when the wind dies off, so be it. Man, that torch is still going. Man, don't sprint. How good must that torch have been? No, don't even bother lighting it because the wind will just blow it out. Yeah, put that away. Yeah, the other one. See, now you're like closer than the other one even. You're gonna run off. You'll like run off with my arrow. I just know it. We're freezing, but there's a stick. Damn it! We're inside. Get warm. We need to sleep for an hour. Or two, at least. Or I could have drunk the coffee. So... I'll sleep for 2 to get warm. Ooh. Sound like it wanted to get nasty and then didn't quite. So that other deer was just over there last time. Can I get down here and get any meat off this deer? Don't sprint. Don't sprint. Right. Minus 11 out of the wind. Yeah, that stick will probably come in real handy. So now which way is the wind coming from? Am I protected here at all? A little bit? Am I still protected on this line? Not really. Well, I feel like... Am I protected behind this rock? What am I doing? Now, I'm not sure if that's actually protected out there. But, you know, as long as I can be out of the wind near the fire at different points, it's probably not a bad thing. I'll chuck on a piece of reclaimed as well. And you know what? Let's drop one of those. It's 3 degrees warmth. Still 3 degrees warmth. Oh, we'll just get half a kilo off first. Now, the reason I get it's not as efficient to get the little half kilos and whatever, but it means I can get something cooking quickly. If in case this blows out, I still end up with some calories. So I'm not trying to, you know, get the harvesting skill. You know, you can escape out and get all these little micro ones to do that sort of stuff. I never do that. I don't know. There's certain things I'll use the game mechanic that's in it to kind of help me along, and there's others that, you know, I won't so much. So I'm going to drink that. Partly for the warmth. I'm going to drop that coffee and might consider drinking it when it's warm. 10 minutes, 18 minutes. Now I'll pull kilo pieces off, or I'll pull 2 kilo pieces off. So the hand is well slow compared to the knife. Okay. So even if it all gets blown out now, we have to race back to the cave. You know, we're fed enough to make it through the night. We get a couple of extra pieces to eat. 44 minutes, 2 hours on that. Still slightly warm. Now I'll try pulling 4 kilos off. Normally don't trust the game to let me have this much time. There should be a few more minutes, 6 more minutes, 7 more minutes. Superly well fed now. Not the well fed bonus obviously, adds meaning, you know. Had ourselves a good meal. An hour 40. I think now's the time to maybe drink that coffee because we're fairly exhausted. Do I bother? I don't know if I bother with things like the hide and the guts now. Yeah, fine. We're waiting on our other stuff to cook. I'll get the hide. Pretty darn sure I grabbed all the cattails that can be got out of here. I know I said, you know, I grabbed the guts off that other rabbit at the other place. I don't know if I'm going to spend the time on the deer grabbing it. Oh, maybe. Alright. I've almost talked myself into it. Got an hour there. How are we off for water? Make up a leader, chuck another one of those on. Not that we need to drop those. So it has come in colder. 16 minutes on that, 18 minutes on that. We're going to be really, really tired. Really, really heavy. We'll hobble our way back. Oh, so I'm actually going to sprint a little bit while I can. That will run out very quickly. Like now. Is that the... It is the aurora sound coming in. Haha, game, we're in the ravine. Unless you start throwing a aurorified deer at us. didn't really need that torch, but you know, felt weird to just, you know, not take something out of the fire. Alright, here we are. Oh, we are so tired. You know what, I'm just going to drop the food here. I'll have to put it outside. That should be the guts. And then that's all our food. And here's our deer skin. And we're warm in here for the moment. And chuck down the bedroll. And I'm going to chance sleeping for 3 hours. Alright, so, I mean, we slept then. This is pretty much the end of the episode. I'll, might do the rest of the rest up off camera, and then we'll pick it up in the next one. So, see you next time.